Okay. Sorry, I'm a minute or two late. I've been doing stuff, trying to get going. All right, let me get on over here. All right, give me just a second. Be patient. All right, here I am. I don't know why my phone's dinging me. All right, let's see. Get this crap off my screen. All right, hi Joan, hi Michelle, hi Juanita, Christy, Gail, Lisa. Sorry about that glare. I cannot turn off that overhead light or I'm in the dark. That's that. Hi Dorothy, Julie, hi Sharon. I'm going to show that cute little thing, Sharon. Hi Kathy. All right, I can't tell if I'm too close. Let's see here. Take just a second. I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. We'll see. Hi, Jen. Elmaris, I don't know if I said hi. Kathy. Joy. So, I think that's pretty good. I look on one screen. I run two computers when I'm doing this. I look on one screen and it shows different than the other screen. So, I don't know what to believe. Hopefully I'm seeing what you guys are seeing. So anyway, sorry I canceled last week. I had just like the worst headache in the world. Oh, it was horrible. I couldn't even think. So I ended up leaving Dee Dee's and going and laying down, and I ended up sleeping until like 3 in the afternoon. So, and I got up and it was still there, but it was better. And I think it's just weather. I don't know. I'm getting cranky and old. What the hell? All right, now I've got something on my other screen I gotta get rid of. So anyway, I hope you guys, if you're in the U.S., had a great Thanksgiving. We didn't do anything. I mean, literally, nothing, which was good. I didn't even fix us a big old dinner. Amy was kind enough to bring us some turkey, ham, and fixings. So we did get some turkey at least. And otherwise, yeah, it was, I've been so lazy, it's not even funny. But that's good. I'm good with that. Hi, Dee Dee. Even all weekend, I pretty much, I've been drawing a lot. But otherwise, not getting a whole hell of a lot accomplished. I certainly don't have my house decorated like Winter Wonderland like Dee Dee. She's going to put us all to shame. Hi, Brooke. But it's gorgeous, Dee Dee. You know it is. You have a flair for that sort of thing that I have no interest in. Which I kind of feel bad about, but not really. Anyway, I hope you guys had a really good holiday. And now we're really on the countdown for Christmas, you know. So today I thought I would, well, I was going to let you guys decide. I've got some stuff to show, and then decide if you want me to draw or watercolor. Oh my God, Brooke, you need to go follow Dee Dee on Instagram. Is her house all dolled up? It looks like freaking North Pole there, except no snow. Next thing she'll get fake snow. She'll have a snowblower come in and blow it with snow. That'll be the picture for the 24th. Look, snow for Santa Claus. Really. She's over the top. Over the top. But I admire that in people who love that they'll put forth the effort. Not me. Anyway, we're not really working in this book. I just did it there so I could fix my colors and stuff. But I'm going to show you first. I got really nice birthday cards from some of you. This one's really funny. So cute. Scooby is so cute. She said, I missed your birthday. Yeah. Which, for me, that's about perfect. I don't know where she found it, but it's a good card. So, Scooby, thank you very much. You're far too generous and kind. Scooby is funny. So, thanks, Scooby. Hey, Mindy. Hang on. Gotta put these back like I got them. I got a beautiful one from Julie Topaz. May the love of God surround you. May His peace be all around you. And may your day be blessed with everything that's happiest. Thank you, Julie. So, I appreciate you guys so much. I do. And I'm sorry my allergies are still acting up as usual. Nothing new here. Look at that. Princess cat. That would be me. If I was a cat, that would so be me. Blonde with a tiara. And then that was from Norma. Happy birthday, Your Royal Highness. She knows how to talk to the girl, right? She totally gets it. Thank you, Norma. They're little things, but boy, they sure do bring out tons of happiness. And then this, I never show my grandkids, but I got a picture of Jamie's youngest. In one year, this girl has grown up so much. I can't even believe it. So Courtney, if you watch this, I love you, and you get prettier every day. Every day. And then I got a little box from Sharon Lombard. So I got to show you all this. Here we go. I'm still celebrating my birthday. Today's the last day of November, so I love cardinals, and it's just a little note because it's your birthday month. She made me, check this out, you guys. Look at this. A little felted sock monkey holding a little tire. Like, this thing it's not very big, you guys. It's so cute. So it will live here in my studio with me. It will get a very special place. I don't know how they do this, but oh my gosh, is this too adorable or what? I love it. I love it. So he'll be hanging out, and look, he sits perfect. Like he came trained. I didn't freaking train him. Which, Robert's been here 20 years, and I still haven't trained him. So he'll be sitting here with us every day over against my U-Rule cup. She sent me, look at, sock monkey shoelaces. Shoes that I use shoelaces in, because my shoes don't have shoelaces because I'm too lazy to tie them. But for this, I will definitely find some tie-up shoes. And then she sent me some of her really nice work. An ATC card, and it's collage with a postage stamp, which I love postage stamps. So it's funny how much you viewers, all the fibs, pay attention and know about each one of us. Hey CB, I've been wondering about you, girl. Girl, I haven't seen you around. I haven't been around much, but you really haven't been around much. So, but it's funny. I thought this when I looked at it. I thought, you know what? People pay attention. Like, Sharon knows me. And then the monkey and horse being friends with a little hand paper clip. So Sharon, she said whenever she sees monkeys, she thinks of me. And I can't imagine why. I just can't imagine. She sent me a little journal, which you can never have too many little journals, and this actually fits in a journal that I made. It fits perfectly, so thank you. some postage stamp stickers. How perfect is that? These are rub-offs, I think. Are awesome. I love these. I'm not sure where you got these, Sharon, but I love these rub-offs. They work so awesome in the Beast or any. But sorry, when I move, the picture goes a little crazy. I'll try and slow down. So anyway, I love these feathers, clocks, keys, flowers. Yeah, these are awesome. And then she sent me a boatload of napkins. And they're all so pretty. People have tennis elbow. I have Visa wrist. Well, I think I have Amazon finger. They're so pretty. Crabs and turtles. I love this one. This is like rosemalling kind of. Love that. Here's some more seals. Makes me think of my mother. She was a shell collector. Watercolor. I love this one. So pretty. And then just plaid. I'm going to try and paint plaid today. If I decide to paint. You guys have to decide. And then monkey stickers. And I don't have this set, believe it or not. I thought I had them all. But apparently I don't, because there's these. So, and I meant to, I didn't write a note, so I'm glad I just thought of this. That made me think of this. I'm thinking about doing another scavenger hunt for the New Year's Eve Streamathon. Mary Altier is setting up the New Year's Eve Streamathon. I'm going to go ahead and keep my normal midnight time. But I need to know if you guys want to do that again. If only 10 people are going to participate, I probably am not going to do it. But if you guys are going to participate, I'll do it. So kind of give me some feedback either on this video or on Twitter or wherever. Yeah, tell me. Oh, good, CB. I'm reading chat. So yeah, just give me some feedback if you want to do this. And if for those of you that are new and don't know about it, I come up with a list of about, what has it been in the past, 75 things. And because of the virus this year, I would definitely keep it stuff that you have around your house. I'm not going to make you go down to the corner store and get a flyer or anything like that. I'll try and keep things that you're going to have around your house. If you do a scavenger hunt, you'll do it. Last year was a blast. Okay, Lisa enjoyed it. I've gotten some feedback where people have said, yeah, please do it again. So, yeah, I'm just trying to decide, because coming up with the list is not necessarily that easy, but I'm happy to do it if you guys really want to. So, there you go. Right now, I'm inclined to do it, and then I try and do it as well. So anyway, and this I was working on the last time we were together. I did get, and I'm getting toward the end of the year. I start thinking about a journal for the following. And because my Beast, this is my normal journal that I just keep for every day of the year. So now I'm having to think, because December is the last month in this book. This is 2 years worth. About changing it. Okay, hi Kimberly. Okay, you like it too. Hi Marie. So this is the Beast. I still have, see, I didn't finish November. Well, this is today and that's yesterday, so I did have it done. There's my birthday. I did balloons for my own self. And I'll go back and watercolor some of this as I have time or am inclined to do some. So I'm thinking about changing the beast this year. Okay, count you in for the hunt. Okay, no, don't change it. Okay, so I should keep the beast the way it is. Okay, I think what I'm going to change then is I love the beast and it works for me. But then I watch other journal artists or journal people. This is a note I'm sure I was looking for. Oh, okay. Special request from Amy's husband. He wants Elmer Fudd with a shotgun, standing up with a shotgun at his side with his coveralls down and a red. Lane, there is something so wrong with you, but I will put that in my new journal. I forgot all about it. Anyway. So you guys are saying no, don't change the beast. If you guys haven't tried, I'm crazy right now. If you guys haven't tried fudge brownie M&Ms, you really must. They are delicious. They are some kind of delicious. You get a little piece of brownie on the inside. Oh, OMG, they're so good. Thank you, Amy Shoto, for pointing that out to me. So, okay, you guys are saying don't change it. All right. But I think I am going to change it to maybe something much smaller. This probably won't have enough pages. I'll have to count. And only do a year's worth in a book, because after a year, this starts getting pretty unwieldy. Like now, I was going to go ahead and do the coloring on it today for December. But writing in it when you get so much of the book on this side and so little on this side, it gets really hard to work in, you know? And hi to anyone that I might have missed. Hi, Melody. Will you just lurk away in your bed? I'm just going to see you. Did you make the beast? Do I make the beast? Yes, the beast starts out exactly like this. It's just grid paper, plain grid paper, and then I do every other thing that's on a page. This journal has larger squares, and I do like the size of this grid. Consideration. There's lots of considerations here. But yeah, I do everything in the beast. And I use stamps and rulers and ink pens and watercolor. I'll put anything in here. Stickers. Yeah. And then another thing is, this is the end of November, where we did the Zentangle. I came up with 30 Zentangle patterns. So, Galena, I hope that satisfied your need to see the beast. I don't remember where I finished showing you guys, so I'm going to go to about the 15th. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to see these. So I came up with one Zentangle per day. And I know I did it, and Devin also did it, and I have a bunch more to post on Instagram. But I'm about coming up with a list for December. So if you guys want to do that with me, I'll go ahead and post it again. Otherwise, I might just give it to Devin and do it. So that one is called Dallaflow. I like this one. I like the grid background on this one. And this is Brella. I don't know why Brella. I don't know where they, you love it, Marie? Well, do you follow me on Instagram? I'll do another list. And I try and come up with patterns that I've never drawn before, so it's a challenge for me as well. This one was garlic cloves. This one is jasmine. This one was actually a pain in the ass for me. I'm just honest. Hi, Jane. This was pack. I don't know, but yeah, this one I don't know why it was just difficult for me. I didn't like after I saw it done. This is facet. This one I ended up really liking after I got the spacing kind of figured out. I really like this one, and it's called Tessel. And if you go, there's a website called tanglepatterns.com where I got all of these. And if you like Zentangle, go to tanglepatterns.com or on Pinterest. Pinterest has some amazing. I don't go much anymore, but this is Via. I'm ambivalent about this one. I think I could have designed it better actually, but anyway. This one I loved. This is Ya. This one's Quilts. This one I love because you get to use a ruler. I like this one. 3 loops 6. This one is laced. I like this. Really looks 3D. I do glue them on black paper, Kathy, yeah. Yeah, I mount them. I draw them on little sheets of paper and then trim them out. And this one I liked. And it's called Peek, P-E-E-C. I don't know, but yeah, I liked it. I like ones that are fun to shade. This one's called Mr. E. This one was really fun. You could just draw forever and just keep making these crazy shapes. I love this. And then this one was Basket, and it's kind of a basket weave. So yeah, there's more patterns over at tanglepatterns.com than you could draw in a lifetime. So all right, this week I'm going to work on what under the beast, and I'll let you guys know. They do make a smaller beast, and I have one around here that Amy got me, and I'm going to look for it and see if it will fit a whole year. I don't want to do monthly ones, so my whole year has to fit in one book. All right, what else do I have here to show you guys? And Sharon, I hope I said thank you adequately enough. I really, really appreciate all you guys do for me and all us streamers, really. So I have a whole box of stuff here I gotta put away. I gotta find homes for. And then I think the only other thing was I was trying to decide what to do today. And I've showed this before, but I've been enjoying drawing, whether it's Zentangle or just drawing. This last month, and I kind of quit watercoloring quite so much. And we've shown this before. This is a sketch encyclopedia, and I thought, would you guys rather I draw today or watercolor? I don't care. Either way, I'm prepared for both. But if you haven't seen the sketch encyclopedia, it's just really, it's an encyclopedia of stuff to draw and how to draw it. So whenever I'm kind of, holy cow, about a loud car. You want this for Christmas? Put it in your cart right now. This is, I would say this is one of the best books for inspiring, improving your technique, drawing what you know, it's good to draw from just reality. But if you're just going to sit down and draw, I just love this book. Love this book. So if you guys want to see, and I would draw it exactly like they show it, you know, where you start with the basic shapes, and if you guys want to draw along, draw it big enough. But this is an amazingly cool book. Drawing people, actions, hobbies. But I think it definitely improves your drawing skills. So, hey Kathy Arbor, showing the drawing dictionary again, because I was thinking I might draw out of it, but you guys get to decide how to draw a little milk carton. Only I would not do the milk. I would put like a missing person in there. Juice box, soda. So yeah, if you want to improve your drawing skills, I would say this is a... Will you draw from there today? I can draw from here. I could do both, actually. I could draw for a while, and then I could turn around and do watercolor, too. Doesn't matter to me. We could draw a monkey. But literally, there's everything in the book. If you can think of it to draw it... All right, I need a piece of paper. I like that rooster. But I'm thinking about the monkey too. So we'll just put some bookmarks in here. The title of this book is The Sketch Encyclopedia, Over 900 Drawing Projects. And I honestly don't remember how much I paid for it, but in all honesty, whatever I paid for it, in my opinion, is worth it. Hi, Mary. Because it's just, I mean, there's just a wealth of drawing possibilities and knowledge in here. That butterfly is pretty cool too. But I'll try and draw something where you guys can maybe draw along. So the bee may be a really good one, just because if you're afraid to draw, just start with something where you have half a chance. Exactly. Kathy just said in chat, it's a great book. If you don't want to think of something to draw, just flip to a random page, pick it, and draw it. It's $58 on Amazon now. I know I didn't pay that for it. So I guess because a lot of us ordered it, demand has made it go up. I did not pay $60 for this book. That kind of bums me out. But yeah, if you just want to sit down and draw quick, I love this book. I have tons of drawing books that I really love. But this one, I don't know. It's just so easy. And that bamboo, I mean, I think for people who think they can't draw, that bamboo would be perfect for you that you can. And the reason I believe that everybody can draw is because I read a book. What was her words? Betty Edwards wrote a book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. And she starts you out, and it changes the way you think about drawing. And she says, and I believe this, everybody can learn to draw because you learned how to write your name. You learned how to draw shapes that other people can recognize and understand. Bums me out, dates me. If it bums me out, it bums me out. What can I say? And it is. Kathy's right. It's all about starting with shapes. And that's what this book is really good at. It starts you out with basic shapes. So you don't go to the end product at a little bit at a time until pretty soon your shapes become recognizable. And the truth about drawing is you get better by doing it. So, all right, well, we've got some ideas from that. But then when I was going to get this book, I found a book. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. And I know why I bought this book. It's the Puzzles and Enigmas. I am a puzzle person. I like puzzles, and I keep it on the shelf up next to Dubious Documents, Nick Bantock book where you have to solve the puzzles. And I think I got this at Barnes & Noble. And it's really just a book of puzzles. But the thing about it is it's got illumination art in it, which is my my absolute kind of art. I used to do a lot of it. I haven't in a long time. But it's got logic puzzles. It's got every kind of puzzle in it. I don't normally write in books, but I have written in this book. But I think I bought it as much for the illumination art, trying to recreate that. In fact, here's one that I started. Inkwell. So I need to finish that too. So anyway, I just saw this and I thought, oh, I'm going to show it because I bet you guys haven't seen it. And if you like puzzles, this is almost like the best of both worlds. You get the puzzles and the art. Who doesn't love that? And then it gives you all the solutions. Here's all the solutions. Here's all the puzzles. So, yeah. It's very nicely done. Really nicely done. And again, any of these little drawings you could recreate just to practice. So, I just wanted to show you that because I thought I haven't had that out in a long time and I totally forgot about it. And you're just plain puzzled? Well, join the club. And this is what I kind of got ready to do today. I'll draw first and then I'll watercolor. So I'll put this aside. But I got these, they're like Christmas cards that they send you in the mail to get you to donate money. I think this was from St. Jude, which I donate to them monthly. But I love this little dog down here, so I thought, well, I'm going to paint that. And then, for those of you that have been around for a long time, will recognize this Stinky journal. Eileen made me buy this journal. And it is a really cool journal. It's all leather. But when this thing came, it was still moist, and it stunk to high heaven. I thought, if that thing keeps stinking, I can't keep it because it stunk so bad. So I called this the Stinky, but after it dried out, I just laid it out, I think in the greenhouse or something, and let the moisture bake out of it. And it doesn't stink anymore. So now I can work in it. So I've only done a few pages in it, but I thought it would be fun to paint in the Stinky journal. That's all in this whole journal, and I've had it how many years? So I kind of sketched out the little dog. So we'll in a little while. So get out your paper and pencil, and we'll do some quick sketches. Let me grab a sketchbook real quick. The one thing I didn't get out. I've got everything else in the world out. Let's see what we got here. Here's a graphite sketchbook. Let's see what this one is. This one's watercolor sketchbook. The one is just, oh, now I don't know which one to do it in. Oh, I'll show you both of them. I have tons of sketchbooks started, like I'm sure all of us do. I think this is the graphite one. I like this Stinky journal too, but at first it was just like, oh gosh, I can't do Stinky. I can't. There's some lettering I started. Okay. This is out of a Lee Hammock, where she gives you, and that's another really good thing to do, you guys. And I mailed some of these to somebody. Draws a grid. Well, first of all, she drew the picture and then cut it up into squares, and you have to draw whatever is in this square number 1. So you grid off your paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, number all your boxes, and then you only draw what is in that square. And so as you're drawing, you don't know what it's going to be. So I started with this, graphed out my paper, and that's what it turned by just drawing each of the little boxes. So if you're scared about drawing, do some of these, like hidden picture grid drawings, and you'll be surprised that just by copying shapes, you come up with something recognizable. That's another grid drawing that she had. I don't know what some of these are out of. So I like graphite drawing. For years and years, all I did was graphite drawing. I didn't do, well, I can't say I didn't do colored pencil, because I've always done colored pencils. These are, I think they were drawing, what is it? The Dummies Book of Drawing or something like that. This guy is really fun. You can do this with kids. In fact, some people that we knew down in Texas, well, we still know them. I had their kids do this. We were stuck inside on a rainy, crappy day while we were down at South Padre, and I taught the kids to do this. We drew it, you know, one circle at a time, and then had them scribble out the hair. And one of the girls, this has been so long ago, that one of us is 18 now, and she still talks about learning to draw this. This one I didn't center very. And a lot of it's just basics, learning to shade, and it never hurts to go back and do that stuff again. You have a stinky journal too? You know, and I'm not really crazy about the Papermate, in all honesty. I'm not. It's not great for watercolor. It's not great for sketching, but there's something organic about it that is really nice. This is all just basic shapes. This is just drawing with circles. This guy's fun too. Anybody can do this. You can do this with a kid. A small kid. If you get a pencil and draw a circle, yep, they can do it. Some of these I think I've drawn on stream. I don't remember. But I just see cute, fun things and just draw it. That's a Mary Engelbright card, actually. Turn anything into a creature. I think this was creating textures, because I practice a lot still. This was fun. You can see I like repetitive kind of patterns, making it look like knitting or something. This I did for Zippy the unicorn. Just a cartoon. Here's Zippy smoking his cigar. I don't think Zippy smokes a cigar. But if you didn't watch Doug Knaple and Zippy last week, they were doing a promotion for one of Doug's books. They didn't know every night last week. That was fun. I don't know why I save junk like that. That can go in the trash. All right, here, draw something. Get out your pen and paper so you can draw with me, and I'll show. Wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. I got two journals out here. I don't know what this one is. Oh, this is Draw with Kathy Arbor. I started this when she started those drawing classes. So Kathy Arbor has a YouTube channel, and I think you can just search Kathy Arbor. But she did a drawing for I don't know how many weeks it was, where you went back to base. So this was from September of 2019. And she, you know, just basic things. Hold your pencil overhand. Use entire arm. So you're drawing, oh, let me get a pencil out. Like this. Just drawing shapes. Like just loosening up your arm a little bit. And I think that's still good practice. I don't care how well you think you can draw. Just loosening up your arm and drawing with your whole arm rather than like this. I tend to want to draw like this, but honestly, you'll get better results if you use your whole arm. So we went through a bunch of basics. Kathy, your teacher had you drawing lines for a month or more, just nothing but lines. Boxes, triangles, Eileen's dunce cap, she's got it on. So go back to Kathy Arbor's if you you want to draw. That's a really good basic drawing. Cracks in the sidewalk. Okay. Yeah, it's really good basic drawing. Kind of get your brain in the right place and go from there. This I learned from Xandra. That's combined drawing and rubber stamps. A lot of them I don't remember what we were doing. Shape becomes form. Volume. Start with the largest shape to the smallest. Okay, she had a glass of beet juice out of a magazine, I think it was, and we had to draw the beet juice. Kathy actually did attend art school. I had some art classes, but I gave up. I didn't give up. I quit taking art classes because we were doing contour drawing or something with a model in one of my classes, and we were working on easels, and the teacher literally came and took the bottom of my hand, and I thought, you dirty word, that's it, I'm done with you. And this was one of the things she had us draw, was a bunny. Terrible. Draw tons of lines. Draw a log, comfort putting down, until you're comfortable putting down just lines, any kind of line. So she had us draw all this stuff with just lines rather than drawing the item, like a pillow, or I did so good on this I don't even know what it is. It's my phone. Draw an object using a different kind of lines. So this one was a coffee cup using a scribbly line rather than a straight line. I think those are all really good exercises. Draw while thinking a day. Pay attention to how your drawing changes. That's another good thing. Does your mental state affect how you draw? I'm like a straight line person all the time, just even keel. And I am in real life. I don't have high highs and I don't have low lows. So, yeah, this was all Kathy Arbor stuff. You're a little teddy bear. This is my homework. And then she did 1 point perspective. So, yeah, that was really a good class, Kathy. Do more of that. Look up micro photography for drawing reference. I never did that. Sorry, Kathy. The bunny came out not too bad, huh? I think he definitely has some depth, and that's really what you're shooting for, you know, to create drawings that give the illusion of depth, right? Because you're working on a one-dimensional surface and trying to create 3D on it. And this was Pan Pastels crisscross grid. She did grid drawing, a couple different kinds of grid drawing. I wonder what I did with those. Okay, 1 point perspective, 3 point perspective. So yeah, go back and this was a drawing that we all did. I think I did go back. We turned it into Kathy, and then she kind of graded it and gave us feedback. And I did have one line at a wrong angle, and it was crazy because I'm sure I looked at it and knew something was wrong, but couldn't figure out where exactly in the drawing my problem was. She told me immediately and put the drawing. So, And I have deli paper on top of them so the graphite doesn't go all over. And then we started working on faces. It's kind of like learning little skills one at a time, and then at some point you can combine them. This is out of the Loomis Book of Expressions, Faces. I love that book too, but I'm not going to show it to you because that one is really expensive. I could even hope that you guys would go buy that. Hey, Lady Jan. Andrew Loomis. And this was Kathy. She gave us a worksheet of eyes. So it's all really, really good practice. Here's lips. I think this is, I don't know. Oh, drawing out of the heads and hands, which is the Andrew Loomis book. But doing stuff like this, I think helps you build confidence. And it's never, you can always go back and, I think this was a face. And I don't like her lips, but, and her face is too small, but who cares? All right. Then I needed to fix the left eye. I don't remember if I did, but this one was good practice because you're looking at a 3/4 face. Eyes get really wonky. So, but it's good practice for the hair, the wrinkles, and the clothes. Here's some eyes. These are men's eyes. The other ones were female eyes. Old, young. This one was icky. I don't like that one. And then here's happy, sad, mad, annoyed. Just learning how to draw expressions. Here's some mouths. Women and children, it looks to me. Some more eyes. I should write down where I get these, the reference from, because I don't remember where they come from after a day or two. This was, she did a whole class on babies and children. Babies have big eyes. That's why we keep them, is because they're so damn cute with their great big eyes. And then they grow up and you're screwed. I did like this one. I thought I did good on her. And this is all just learning on my own. Nobody ever taught me how to do this. I'm not sure. Some of these I think I didn't know I was drawing along with Dee Dee, I think. I think I was drawing along with Dee Dee on these. All that just to get to a blank sheet of paper. Which one do I want to draw in? Here's some feet. There's babies' mouths. Someday I'm going to finish an entire journal. For. Alright, I'll sketch in this one. What the heck. Alright, let's pick. Let's do the butterfly first, because if you're uncomfortable with your skills, this one's going to be easy. Okay, I'll hold it up so you guys see, but hopefully I'll draw big enough. We're going to start with the basic shapes, and we're going to end up with some measure scale in graphite. Okay? So get out your pen and your pencil. Most of the time when I'm drawing, I'm going to use this one I think today, but most of the time, and actually on Cyber Monday, I look on Amazon, I think, for Black Friday deals or something. Or Cyber Mondays or something. I don't remember. I'm missing one of them. Oh, what the heck? That can't be true. It's my number 5. I must be using it somewhere else. I bet it's stuck in a book. But anyway, Dee Dee introduced me to the Craft Gear pencils. And I have the 0.3, the 0.5, and the 0.7. They're really nice. I can't believe my 0.5 is gone. Now that's going to bug the hell out of me. But anyway, the thing I like best about them is that it's almost like, there it is. This pen, this fountain pen that Amy got me, which I've been using and I love a lot. Sometimes the writing utensil is just weighted perfectly right. For drawing, in my opinion, are weighted exactly right. Your hands don't get tired. You don't squeeze. They're just... But Amazon was running a deal on these. So go to the arts and crafts section. They've got the whole set for very well. I saw them and I thought, oh, darn, I wish I didn't have them so I could buy them again. But I don't know where my 05 is, so I've got to find that. Where was I using it last? Oh, there it is. There's the 05. So there's all 3 of them. I probably use the 03 the least often because the lead in this one gets a little testy. And I try and keep an HB lead or softer in the 7. And then I use an HB lead in the 5. So you can buy the different leads. They're awesome. Go on Amazon. You can get a really good deal on them right now for your shop enjoyment. Hey, Carla. Okay, here we go. All right, don't be afraid to start. We're going to start, and I'm going to try and draw with my whole arm. And when I'm drawing not uncommonly, I think in terms of angles, okay? Is that a 90-degree angle? Is that a 45-degree angle? And it just kind of helps me. There's like some basic shapes. Because most of this is going to end up getting or cleaned up later, okay? All right, where these meet down here, do a big kind of oval for the butterfly's body. Try and use your whole arm because we're going to clean it up. And then a smaller one for his little behind. Little for his head. 2 little antennas. Now I'm going to check and see, as I'm looking at what they've given me, do my wings seem about right? Go ahead and make this wing. You know, make your corrections as you go. Everything else looks pretty good, I think. This little behind, this one probably comes down a little more like that. And then his legs, just draw straight lines. So you have shape now. And you already know that it's a butterfly, right? Not hard to figure out. Now that I'm going to start detailing, sharpen my pencil as I throw everything out of my drawer. And this pencil I'm using is really a soft lead, and that's why I keep it here for shading. I like soft lead for shading. Okay. Next, hope you guys are done. We're going to go and start morphing these shapes. Okay, I'll show you the second part so you know where we're going. Hopefully you can see that right there. We're going to morph that, what we've got so far, into the next stage of the butterfly. Okay. And I'm drawing darker than I would normally draw at this stage of the drawing, right? So that you guys can see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and darken that so you can kind of see how I altered it. It's almost like when you've drawn the basic outline, major corrections, you go back and pick out which of those lines best represents the shape that you're trying to work on. And start erasing the things that you don't want. And this is actually taking longer than I would normally take with some things. All right. I got the total wrong part of the bee. And I am looking at my reference. So when you're drawing this, be sure and what your reference. And compare whatever it's near to, you know, it's surrounding your, keeping your, everything's relative to each other, right? Hey, Big Jerk, I started following you on Instagram this morning when you I know I hadn't thought to look before. You got some awesome art on that Instagram there, buddy. And I'm just doing some basic drawing right now. So thanks for coming. All right. I think my shapes and everything right now are fairly good. I think I want to bring this wing out a little bit more. So start making corrections as you go, because it's your drawing. Nobody cares. Try and clean it up because we're going to start putting some detail in the wings now. So these wings actually go down into his body a little bit. You saw, and you're so famous now. You are famous, big jerk. And the most thing I'm jealous of is your name. I wish I ought to do. My name is some big jerk. Now, really, at this point, I mean, I'm using the book as reference, so I'm going to try and do mine much lighter. But at this point, I mean, anybody looking at that would know full well that that's a butterfly, right? You could start decorating his wings any way you like. So you don't have to, at this point, do what the book is saying. I'm going to go ahead and do it much like it's shown it, just for you guys. But you could draw it like a monarch. You could draw it like anything. So this is just your basic shape. You got it done now. Okay. And this is when I would probably switch over to the graph gear. When I start doing detail, this is when I would switch to these. They don't show much tail on this wing. Hey, Kathy Bird. Thanks for coming. Are you sketching with me, May? We'll be sure and post it somewhere so I can see it. Now, whoever drew the, well, I guess I could put them in. And after you've drawn this, it would be no big deal to add color. So oops, that one's too big. And I'm keeping my lines kind of wiggly on purpose because you're never going to see, or rarely going to see, a perfect circle. Anyway, holiday weekend, when I wasn't doing anything at all, I did binge watch The New Crown. And it was kind of fun. It was because it's when they introduced Diana to the whole show. And I'm a huge Diana fan because, you know me, I am a princess in real life. Well, I'm a wannabe princess in real life. So, that's what I did this weekend. I didn't even clean much. I mean, when I say I had a lazy weekend, I did absolutely nothing. But like Dee Dee said, she watched the Hallmark movies. I don't feel guilty when I sit on my butt and watch TV, like for a whole day. And I get up and do other things in between, but I don't feel a bit guilty because I think back to the days when I worked every day of my life, and I was kids, and we were taking them skiing or rock climbing, and every day, every minute of every day was planned out. And now I have the luxury of getting up in the morning and sit on my butt and watch TV all day. Yes, I do. And I don't feel a bit guilty because I did my time. You watched it too, Elmira? It was good. Oh, good, Kathy. I think I'm going to keep that up, actually. I think I'm going to make another list for December. And this time I may do like Devin did hers, because if you haven't seen Devin Rex for Arts, November Zentangle, she did like a poster. It was so good. It's so good. So I'm thinking for December, I may have to do a poster myself. Just saying. All right. All right, we're getting a butterfly with some detail on its wings and stuff now. Point is the next point where I would go ahead and do some cleanup, because now well, I haven't done the bottom, so I should have done the eye in the last section. Butterfly's eye is really big compared to its overall head shape or size. And leave your white space. I don't know why they're showing something in his mouth or something, which is really weird. But all right, looking fairly well proportioned. Devin's was awesome, wasn't it? I think doing the Zentangle every day just kind of gets you in of looking forward to doing something, at least for me. All right, and the only thing, I think I've got his butt too fat. I must have been looking in the mirror. We're going to change the shape of his butt. I feel like he's butt heavy rather than top heavy. He's butt heavy, which I can relate. I didn't necessarily mind the length, but it was just a little fat. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'd be having a hard time laying. But he's not a dragonfly either, so. There, that's better. I like that better. You're so lusting after the blue fountain pen. Isn't that awesome? And I'm just going to take a little rabbit trail here. She bought me the inks as well. It writes so smooth. Look at that ink color. I mean, of all my fountain pens, I think this is probably one of the best I have for drawing. It's just so smooth. It's just awesome. I love it. I love it. I don't know where she got it, and I put the box away already. Can't read this. It's called New Moon. Delike. D-E-L-I-K-E. Moon color. It's awesome. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's see, did I get the arm, legs, and everything? Okay, just checking to see. All right, we're going to start doing the finishing. If you have one, get out a paper stump or a tortillon. If you're going to learn to draw or want to learn to draw in graphite, get yourself some of these. They're inexpensive. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I think you can get them at Amazon, but I think you can get them cheaper at Hobby Lobby, really. But you want these for smearing graphite. I wouldn't even recommend trying to make something that would work as well, because in my opinion there's nothing really that works as well. Buy these. They're cheap. When they get nasty, throw them away. The difference between the two, the tortillon is hollow on the inside, but it has a harder tip. So if I have small areas, I use this one. If I have big areas, I use the stump, paper stump, and it's just a continuous roll of paper that they've sharpened. And it crushes a lot easier, and you can get bigger areas with this one. I think this one's, for big areas, it smooths it out real nice. And I don't know that there's one brand that's better than another. They're just an inexpensive little tool that I would recommend. The other thing, if you want to learn to draw, the other thing I would recommend that you're going to want, no matter what, now watch, I won't be able to find, there it is. I have a bunch of them actually, is a kneaded eraser. I'll hold mine in my hand right now until it starts warming up and gets real pliable. Then you can erase with this and get large areas. If you want a real small, teeny tiny, you can make it into a little tip where you can just erase little tiny things. Or you can buy a Tombow Mono Zero eraser. But always use white erasers. Thanks, Jane. Hey, Jersey. You're watching and listening. Thank you. I'm going to do my darkest. Now, this is backwards from how I would normally do it, but I'm going to do my darkest first. and just get some graphite. Sometimes I don't do graphite directly on the page. I do the graphite on a separate page, and then I transfer it, depending on what I'm doing. If I want the strokes on the page, a lot of times I don't want the strokes on the page, so I move the graphite on. This one, it's no big deal, so I'm going to go ahead and just put the graphite directly on. I don't think I have the really soft. I don't want any real dark areas. HB pencils will give you kind of a medium shade. If you want a real dark one, look in your drawing pencils and go for the softest lead. There's some that are designed to be almost black. And you can tell I'm not being especially careful here at all. Kind of smear the graphite around and then clean it up, and when I'm done, it'll be fine. Or I can touch up more at that point. And you could just as easily do this with colored pencils or anything else. If you're going to do it in colored, and this is pretty quick and dirty, but I think if you're just working on your drawing skills, it's probably better something like this. One, graphite is really easy to hide stuff, you know, like you'll be happier with your drawing and you're not agonizing over coloring and shading and stuff. And how much graphite you put on there depends on how light or dark your shading is going to be, obviously, right? If you have too much graphite on your stump, you can always clean it up like that. Like I didn't want to put that direct to the paper because I had no idea how much graphite was left on it. Just try and start with kind of a clean one. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm going to start a bit. And it's probably better to go too light than too dark, because you can always add more, but when you get to this stage, going back and erasing is not as easy as you think. And at this point, you're also getting rid of a lot of your line. And I think it depends on what you want your end result to be, whether or not you want those lines or you don't, or to go back in and add them subtly later. And this is obviously just going to be a graphite, but at this point you could start, if you wanted to do ink, now would be the time that you would switch over and start inking. And then you could go back and erase your pencil lines later. Hi, Tracy. And I'll clean up the edges at the very end with the eraser. And a lot of this, you know, the little tips and stuff that I'm giving you, like cleaning off your paper stump before you put it on there, is probably stuff you learn from having made the mistakes more than once yourself. So hopefully you won't have to learn the hard way. But if you're like me, you're going to learn the hard way no matter what. I can't help but learn the hard way. I don't know why I didn't go ahead and do this. And I guess since I streamed last, Robert and I did go to Joplin one day last week. Well, it was before Thanksgiving, to get just groceries, you know, just go get groceries. And Sam's Club was out of toilet paper. Now, I didn't buy any toilet paper during the great toilet paper heist of 2020. So all you people out there hoarding toilet paper, would you stop? Because some of us really that didn't get it before might need it now. Got that off my chest. We still got plenty. You don't have to send me toilet paper. But I really don't want to be out scooting my butt across the neighbor's yard. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think what I bought. Oh, I did buy a book at Hobby Lobby. Did I buy a book? No. Oh, those were two things I was going to show. I ordered myself a book for my birthday and it finally came. This book is here. Do you not get frustrated with people, Jersey? I mean, I was just like, come on, people. I love Sam's Club during the holiday season, though, because they get out awesome food and awesome stuff they don't carry other times of the year, like giant, great big bags of pistachio nuts. And I don't know, I wasted so much money. Well, I don't think I wasted it. Just buying us stuff that we like for the whole season, you know? Why they did this, but we're going to go ahead and... Okay, and I'll probably go back in with an eraser. And create some texture in there because I don't want that one gray spot. Hey, Amy. No worries, girl. Did you go into Vanita? Okay. Smoothing out here now, areas where I can see. And because I've sketched in this book before, I have some lines that are going to be resistant, so it probably wouldn't be a horrible thing to put something in between your pages if you're going to be pressing, because now I have some lines in this that I don't necessarily want. I probably can smooth them out, but yeah. And if you brush, you're going to get graphite everywhere, which I have. I don't really care. But if you're going to draw, you might want to get a brush. They don't have your needles either. Check my Emma, Amy. Alright, now I'm going to just use whatever little bit of graphite I have left to make this not white, just a little bit gray. And if you need, Amy, we could, well, you're leaving though, aren't you? I was going to say, if we need, we can drive up to John. I'd be game to go with you. Leave these stinky home and head up there. I'm going to add I am barely moving the graphite right now. Barely touching it. What graphite is, you know, you're essentially working in one color. So you've got to build depth and texture with of your tortillon or how much graphite you're putting down or taking up, whatever. And the direction, like if you want just solid color, going in circles is a good idea. If you want to give some idea of texture going one way or something, just remember to, like I'm going all in one direction here for this. I'll get a different effect than if I use the circles. So you'll learn how to use your tools. You're welcome, May. You can get, okay, cool. You thought it would be tinted more. What's that? The graphite? Well, I kind of start out keeping it kind of flat because I can always go back in and add more later. I mean, I can erase it out, but it's easier to go to your mid-range and then either add more or take more off, right? And applying pretty much a lot of graphite because I want these dark. I'm getting away from that mid-range, right? Now I'm just smoothing it out is all. I didn't erase this one because I didn't care. I was going into a dark area. Thank you, Tracy. Let's see what we got here. I want to go ahead and delineate this edge of this wing. And then I'll smooth it out. And it looks like we're not going to be doing much for Christmas either. It's fine with me. I'm cool with that. I will put up a small Christmas tree because I'm not totally bah humbug yet. All right, now I'm going to start. I might have gotten that a little dark. So I'm going to spread it out into the other wing, kind of like a shadow. I'll add the white highlights back at the very end, because it depends on the size, whether I do it this point or later on. I'll leave that body for last because I'm sure on him with an eraser. Or we'll go ahead and do his legs so now. I guess butterflies have 6 legs. I didn't know that. Okay. I'm going to do some cleanup. And then I'll do the final detail and then we're done. You could wait till the end to do this. But I guess it just bothers me. I don't like this smudgy. Oops. Yeah, don't spit on it when you blow on it, right? Now I'm going to use the graph. This is 05 to crispen some stuff up. I just cleaned it up. I'll grab something to set my hand on. Right now I'm going really lightly over the edges just to crispen them up a little bit. I'm not really trying to outline them, just crispen them up a little bit. Give it some irregularity because it's never really perfect. Hi, Maruski. Okay. There, he's starting to get a little bit of detail in his wings now. I'm not crazy at the edge of these circles up here, so I might clean them up just a little bit, but I don't want them really circled. Okay, if you guys have drawn along, I want to see your drawings, so me on Instagram or on Twitter or something. And at this point, honestly, You could spend the rest of the day creating as much texture on this little guy as you want, you know? I'm roughing up his body with the eraser to give the impression of fur, but he's so small that you can't really see it, so I'm going to give him a little bit of a hump back here. That looks better. Okay, cool. Thanks, May. I really need a blacker lead for his little eyeball is really black. Alright, let's see, I've got an hour. Do I want to start watercolor? By going over these lines, I'm just softening them a little. Kind of create, just on one side of them. May not be that noticeable, but to your brain it will be. Fur, butterflies have fur. Yeah, they got furry little bodies. You probably don't see it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure their little bodies are all furry. Well, they have to have teeth. What are they going to do? How they had chicken? They got to have teeth. Can't have fried chicken without teeth. And honestly, you could be as fussy as you want it. All right, do a survey in chat. Who thinks butterflies have fur on their little bodies? I think they do. It's probably microscopic, but yeah, I'm sure they have little furry bodies. Or Google it, it's on the Google, and Google it on up. Okay, Joan's saying some do. They have hairs. All right. CB's calling them hairs. I think they would be furry or hairy. You know, like they have just little hairy bodies. But I don't know. Maybe it's something we need to research further. I'm not happy with his little head here. I don't like that little proboscis thing they got. I don't think dragonflies have fur, though, because I've seen them land on me and they don't have fur. Dee Dee's saying she thinks so. And Dorothy's saying yes, they do. So mine is hairy. As I said so. All right, we'll date this bad boy. Today's 11-30-20. Show me your butterfly. Google says butterflies have smooth, slender bodies. Moths have hairy. Really, Susan? Smooth, slender bodies. Well, who would have thunk? All right. Mine is smooth and wrinkled then. How you like that? I like him. He looks somewhat like, let me show you the book and butterfly. So he's pretty much like theirs. He goggled it up. Goggled it up. That makes me think of my friend Mary Epler. She called Google. Well, let's just goggle it up. Because we'd get into these crazy conversations at coffee. Crap we didn't know anything about. Yeah, and then we'd sit and discuss it until finally one of us would say, okay, time to goggle it up. All right. I don't know if you guys can see the drawing here, but it's a little puppy sitting in like Santa's bag, leaning on a present with some garland and ribbons, and this part hanging over the back of the truck is plaid. So we're just going to do a quick, I mean, I get so slow when I watercolor that you guys will just go, but I'm going to try and do this one quick, okay? I don't think I'll get it done in an hour, but we'll see. And I sketched this out while I watched, well, in about 15 minutes while I was watching Dee Dee this morning. Do butterflies have fur? No, but some do have fine hairs on their bodies and heads. Okay, well, there you go. See? Kathy Berg probably just asked Alexa. Hey, Alexa. All right. Let's do... and I just put out some watercolors. They're combination Daniel Smith and M. Gray. I did order that green that you suggested, Kathy. So I haven't used it yet because I haven't been watercoloring very much. I'm just water back to my paints. Okay, butterflies rest with wings folded, moths outstretched. Okay, then Susan, what we just did was a moth. It's not a butterfly at all. Is there a hashtag to use on Instagram for this drawing? Let's write it on the thing. Let's make one up right now. I should keep a list of all the hashtags we've created for us. Let's do hashtag all right, we're going to do hashtag butterfly JMY. You want to draw with Janet? All right, Dee Dee said draw with Janet. We'll do draw with Janet. We have Zentangle with Janet. We might as well do draw with Janet. We might have already used that one. So there might be stuff already there. And on hashtags, it doesn't matter if you use caps or lowercase. I think it all works the same. All right, let's paint for a little while, just because we can. And this is on I don't really want to say tone tan, but it's unbleached. It feels, it's not caddy paper, but it is but it is unbleached. So it's kind of, you know, that tan kind of color. So I'm not really going to get snow unless I add it back in, right? So there you go. So let's do, I need to get a little, all right, I can use that. All right, a little bit of gray, and I'll do the shading on the dog first. And this paper is really funky. That's all I gotta say, is it's a little funky. Oh, I did want to add, hang on, I gotta add some blue into this. Neutral. Trick your brain with blue for shadows. What color blue do I want? Light blue. Manganese. Yeah. Just need a little bit. Don't need much. There you go. That's the palette. It's beautiful. I love this more than anything. This is probably my favorite thing that I own. I'm not hosing you. Does that date me too? Not hosing you? Bummed out and hosing you. That should be things that date you. Oh, there. Yeah, I like that blue. I just give the little puppy a little bit of shading on his face, because he's actually white. Watercolor dries lighter than it's shown on here, so it will barely be there. Hi, Sherry. Gosh, it seems been a long time, Sherry. Hope everything's going well. Okay, and I did draw this with the Graphitint. The outline is going to show, but it's going to disappear to some extent. And I'll do his little black nose. Alright, that was the bag. I think, I don't remember which colors I got out for what now. It really sucks when you can't see your own drawing. Alright, well, that's drying. I try and plan these. I can do different sections at different times, right? Because I gotta let one section dry before I can move to the next. one of the things about it that's so different for me. I'm wetting the paper. I'm going to try and do kind of wet on wet, even though it's paper. Sucks for that, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Alright, what's that line? What that line is. Can you guys see okay? Let me look. Okay, and again, with watercolor, you have to with kind of your lightest color and then go in and add darks later, which is necessarily opposite of the way I normally do things, but it's something you got to remember. All right, let me double check. All right, that's the lighter up there. And this is kind of a bag, so you don't want it all smooth because it's going to be wrinkly and have dark spots and light spots. So I'm going to go back and try and add some of those right now. Different paper is going to act different ways. That's why you should just buy a boatload of arches and just use it. Thanks, Susan. One thing about this paper that I will say that I do appreciate very, very much is quickly, which does make like wet on wet really hard. Okay. Probably gonna obliterate my drawing, but oh well. I'll have to go back and recreate. Because I drew with the graph tint, it will disappear if I go over it. So I do love those graph tint, though. I will say that. Love them a lot. If I had a bigger color selection, I wouldn't have minded. Oh, I got red there. That's all right. Doing the whole painting in that. This is really detailed. I have a different paper than I have in mine. Mine makes wet on wet so easy, it stays wet for so long. Well, it's handmade, May. So like this back here is still damp, but it does dry compared to watercolor papers, I guess is what I should say. It stays wet. It just doesn't stay wet like a better watercolor paper. And I don't hate it. I will say that. I don't hate it. Just different, I guess. It's better than on some of the water papers that they put watercolor on and sell at okay, that's for sure. But yeah, it doesn't stay wet long like that doggy face died pronto. Now I'm just going back in and darkening up so I can move on. Let's see what else needs to be red. I didn't draw the packages out here. Oh, these. But one thing I will say, I like it because it is very absorbent, but it just doesn't stay wet real long. I haven't heard from Kenny. I sent her a bunch of watercolor samples so she can kind of try different kinds of paper, and I haven't heard back if she got it yet. If she hasn't gotten it yet, she'll get it soon. So I'm eager to see what she thinks about that. I'm using a number 6 brush. I should have tried the new Master's Touch brushes that I got. This is a black velvet, which I love. I love it a lot. But when I was at Hobby Lobby the other day, the Master's Touch stuff was all 50% off. And so I've just been buying some different brushes there just to test them when I'm there. So yeah, I bought those. I should have probably used it today just to see. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit darker red, I think. Oops. Yeah. To do these up next to his collar. Let's try this one. Yeah. Still don't know all the colors in this one. If I hadn't made them a little bit darker, they would have just melded right into his collar. Just darkening it up now. Do the center last to help myself be able to go back in and fill in details later, because I'm losing my drawing. Okay. I guess while I'm doing the red, I should go ahead and do the plaid blanket, right? Got kind of scared because it involves straight lines with no ruler. Ooh. All right, we're going for it. If it doesn't work out, what the hell? I'll just tear the book out of the page, or the page out of the book. Plaid fabric should not be scary, right? Oh well. It's just going to be disappearing off the page anyway. So I was going to say I was going to draw that other dog. No big deal. Let's see if that's going. All right, if you're talking to me, put it in caps now that we're almost done here. All right. See how quiet I get when I do this? All right, I can go back in a minute here and finish the little doll. If I don't finish this today, I will, I'll finish it sometime. Post it for you guys. Or who knows, maybe I'll wait and finish it next week. You just never know. Looks like crap until you kind of get into it, right? All right, we're going to do some green now, so it starts looking Christmassy. Yep. I think it's dry enough around where I need to go. We'll do the green in the blanket first. Well, the colors are kind of starting to give it away, right? Even if the actual picture isn't. One thing I like about the graph tint is I can still see the design, but it really dissolves so nicely, especially on this paper. I'd never used them on this paper before, but like I can see it, and it kind of leaves the edges darker, but it totally disappears, so it doesn't look like it's outlined, which I like a lot. Thanks, Dee Dee. Appreciate that. Oh, I forgot the red ribbon there. Dang it. Oh well, I'll go back and get it. tricky about doing something like this is the angles, you know, like the wrapping paper angles go at right angles or 45-degree angles. So you got to kind of pay attention to this stuff like that. Sweet. This one I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go back and do ink afterwards. Like if you're familiar with Claudia Nice's work, her watercolors, she does a lot of ink after the painting is done. I think this painting is actually begging for that. So I probably will be doing that. There's so many small areas that I can't really go in and do with a brush, right? So I'll probably go back in with I might even use like a brown ink, like a sepia, so it looks old, because that's kind of the impression I get. The overall thing is it's dyeing some sepia ink, I think. I want kind of a rich brown. Maybe what I ought to do is add some, and I didn't bring my cheat sheet, so I'm kind of guessing here. Beta. I'm gonna get the cheat sheet. Stupid to make a dumbass mistake now, which is what I'm about ready to do. But I think I'm gonna add some nickel quinacridone to it, because that's such a rich color, and I want that bag because it takes up such a large percentage of the painting to look richer than it is right now. So I think I'm going to add some nickel quin, and we'll just see if that does what I think I want it to do. Let's see. We're going to find out, and then we're going to hope that we're not sorry. I don't think we will be. I'll add a little bit of the original brown to it. I don't want it too yellow. Depends on how it's going to dry. Yeah, I hope that'll just really richen that up a little bit. Job. Yeah, that made it look just a lot richer, I think. I have to wait till that dries before I can richen up that. What is that I didn't? Oh, green. Which I'm almost going to have to do with ink, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it with ink. Hey, cat hair, that's the first one today. Things are getting better. Life is improving. I still can't wear black without cat hair, though. I don't know where they're living. I don't know where those damn cat hairs live, but they sneak out at the craziest times. Alright, and what's all that in there? Oh, it's Soggy Body. So I'm going to have to get out some more brown, or blue, which was, I think, this one. Doggy Body. I am going to put the eyes and nose in before we're done, so you guys can see kind of where the dog is sitting, because right now he's kind of hard to see. Has kind of that little brown ear. It'll get dark is what I'm afraid, though. Okay, let's do the dark green real quick up in the plaid. I'm gonna have to paint upside down for a sec. This is that dark green that Kathy recommended I buy. And I haven't used it yet, so I'm eager to see it in real life. These straight lines are kind of a pain. Woo! I almost dropped that bad boy. Woo! Good save. I'm trying to do the plaid somewhat close to what they show in the picture. Eee. Now this is one of those things where using colored pencil would be so much easier. Get a ruler, your pencil, boom, your plaid is done. I'm trying to decide if I want to, I don't know if you, a lot of you guys that were here last year, I did a Santa Claus that, because I haven't been doing watercolor that long. It was quite a big undertaking, I thought, for me, considering my lack of experience. And then I was really tickled with the way it came out, and I thought, well, I wonder if I want to do another Santa Claus this year. No reason not to use pencils. I mean, that turns it into mixed media, which is fine. I'm not a purist or anything like that. I could care less, and there are parts of it that, yes, are actually going to be easier if I did the pencils. But part of the reason I do this is because I know that my watercolor skills are probably lacking. I've never ever painted. I've never used a brush. So part of it is my just making myself do things maybe I'm a little bit uncomfortable with, so that I'm actually not only entertaining you guys and hanging out with you, but I'm actually improving my skills. Hopefully, you know. If a year from now I'm not better, I'm giving up. But yeah, I mean, pretty much everything I've learned about watercolor, I've learned while you guys were here. And using the brush, I mean, a pencil is so much easier than a brush. I'm just going to tell you the truth there. A pencil is so much easier than a brush. Now that I've decided to undertake this little thing, I'm really enjoying just learning, you know, just doing something different and learning. Part of the reason I just doing it, you know. Kind of forces me outside of my, because I know I could do this with pencil and colored pencil. And I haven't really decided yet if I'm even going to mess with doing the snow. Maybe just some gray. Shadows and stuff to indicate snow, but white with is always really weird. So, oh no, Susan, I haven't been blurring for, I don't know, a year is all. Yeah, that Santa Claus that I did a year ago, one of the very first real paintings that I did. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the gray on that because I think it's dry. Yeah, no, I haven't been painting that long at all. I mean, in the whole scheme of things, you know, a year is still a long time, but, you know, like Dee Dee said when she was doing lettering, and I did calligraphy and letter, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years I did it. But it takes really years and years, I think, to learn something until your brain finally gets it, you know? Now, for whatever reason, they show that. Oh, no, I think it's just, say they show that going down below the dogs, but in real life, it wouldn't work that way, I don't think. But I think it's a shadow under the truck, and it's just and I'm not going to put detail on that, really, just kind of paint it in. Thanks, Tracy. I don't know. I think I still have an awful lot to learn, but I appreciate that. It has been fun. Now, that's one thing. Learning to watercolor, yeah, because it's so different than anything I've ever done, because I'm a pen and pencil kind of girl. So what has definitely been something really new and different for me. Totally outside comfort zone. Totally. Plus, I got to buy a whole bunch new stuff. Which is always fun. All right, have I got all that? I'm going to save and paint the truck. I do want to do some of the... I'm going to do some more of the plaid. Because right now, I do try, as I'm painting along, to try and keep balance. I'm glad I did the plaid on up there because this bag down here was so heavy that it kind of does even out the weight of the whole thing. So I'm kind of glad I went ahead and did that, because otherwise this great big brown bag down here, which I like because it shows dimension a little bit, and then the car tire and stuff over here. I'll do all that later. But this this platter definitely has helped. All right, and I didn't draw the plaid in, so I'm kind of making it up as I go along. All right, so that would go down. All right, I'm going to draw one this way. All right, one actually shows it going like this. Okay, I'm kind of trying to trick the eye by moving those together closer as it gets further away from you, to give you the impression of some sort of distance. And then this one, just going to go like that. Now I've got to let that dry. I can't introduce red or anything else because that's wet. The red would suck up into that green immediately. And I've never done acrylics. My mother was an acrylic painter. I just never... My sister-in-law and my mother used to go to classes together all the time for acrylic paint. I had a family and worked and everything, so I didn't have the luxury, and I can't do any of the detail in there yet. I was just getting ready to do that, and I thought, ooh, bad mistake. Bad mistake. Can't do that. I guess I can down here, so you can see some of the ferny little things that are included here. Because there's this ferny kind of stuff up in there, and I took paint almost directly out of the pan, so hopefully it won't lighten too much. Trying to keep you guys in frame. You can trick my eye. That's a flat piece of paper you're drawing on. It is some big jerk, but I'm trying my best. When your eyes get tricked, tell me, okay? That's starting to look better. I need to darken up that red. And I think I can. I'll define the little berries later. After I get them the value that I want. That one's already there. I want his collar really nice and red. See, this is the kind of the thing about watercolor that's frustrating is I have to go back and oh no, help. Yeah, he's so cute, little guy. All right, I've done it. So I'm going to take a waterproof pen, and I will make sure it's waterproof. Where's my new ones? I bought myself new microns. Here's 005. That's the one I want. And I keep them separate so that I don't trash them out, because I'm really good at trashing out my new pens. Which shouldn't bother me because I can always buy new ones. Maruski, I'm from Costa Rica. We have butterflies the size of your palm in such beautiful colors. Cool. Do that, Maruski. That was awesome. All right, let's put the little eye on the dog. And I guess I could get out the gray pen. See, as soon as you get an eye and a nose, he kind of starts taking his little shape. I'm going to get a gray pen out so I can identify his muzzle a little bit without it being in your face. I don't want it in your face. No, that's way too dark a gray. I can't remember these gray pens. I think what I did was I bought a, let's see if this water base, that's, well, I'm not sure if I have a permanent gray. I'm sure I do somewhere. It's just whether or not here. I guess I don't have to worry too much about it. God, they're all too dark. But I think I bought a gray sample. That one's real light. Let's go ahead and use it. Nope, not dark enough. Oh well. Matches the gray really good though. Alright, I'll take the 052 because I'm not going to do too much else to the dog. But I will go ahead and define his paw a little bit. Little puppy. When I define him a little bit, then you kind of get a feel. And I will go in with it, probably one of those darkies and do his face a little better. Because the gray ran more than I would have probably liked. Okay, there's kind of a medium. And with that being water-based, I can go ahead and spread it out a little bit. I want you guys to see the little dog, though. I don't want to do too much, though. All right, now I'm into painting. I don't want to quit. But I need to because yeah, I'll have to start getting dinner here pretty. And then the other fern. This is going to be cute when it's done. I hope. I know it's probably so tedious for you guys. It's fun for me. All right, I probably do any cyber shopping. Because I can't think of anything I need, but if you guys find some good deals, put it out there so we can all get it. I'm interested if anybody went out and bought the graph gear, because they were a good deal yesterday. Thanks, Tracy. Okay, Dee Dee, I'll talk to you later. I'm running a little bit over, but I wanted to get some of the detail in so you guys could see. And I'll get it more done. It'll be more done. If I don't work on it more this week and get it done, I probably will go ahead and finish it next week and see. There's still quite a bit of detail to do, and I do want to ink it for sure. I mean, I think it's screaming for pen and ink, so I definitely am going to do that. I'm going to do one more detail on the plaid. Go. Of course, when I pen and ink, I'll go ahead and get the edges of the blanket, tidy them up. But yeah, now you kind of get an idea. And just a few things. Oh, I can't do it because I just painted up there. Never mind. Can't do it. You don't want another puppy, CB. You don't want a puppy any more than I want a puppy. You need another Bailey in your life? Bailey hasn't trained you out of puppydom? You're wanting another puppy? An old cat trained me out of wanting any more pets, that's for damn sure. Okay, I start getting the shadows and stuff in. It'll help a lot. I do want that, though, a lot darker right in there. I'm pretty sure that's the neutral. I hope it is. Okay, it is. All right, it's time to stop. So you guys be sure and post your butterfly or your painting or whatever you were working on today. I want to see it. See when you start putting shadows and stuff in, how it starts changing. And when I get the shadows up here in the blanket, to show the wrinkles and the overlap, like I'm sure you guys couldn't tell. It's getting more apparent now, but there's actually 2 layers of blanket that are overlap each other up there. And then this is the end of the truck, and I'll do that later. And then pretty much everything down in here now is just detail. There is a little bumper sticker here that says Mary. Let me see. Which I will have to write with a pen because honestly I cannot write with a paintbrush. I can do a little bit of lettering, but not really immaculate, and at this point it would be criminal in my mind. To screw up the whole thing because I was too stubborn to use a real pen. But I have to wait until it's completely dry. So there, now you're kind of getting an idea. I'm going to wash my brushes and call it a day. I hope you guys had fun. I had a blast. I like it. I'm glad I'm not suffering from headaches and crap, so I could be here with you guys today. And if you think of something you want me to do on stream, message me or something. Because usually I come into these things not really knowing what I am doing or what I want to do. Something that you want to see, I am more than happy to do it. So, thanks for being here. Be really each other, okay? Just be kind. Thanks, Sharon. Yeah. You guys go have a good evening, and I will see you somewhere on the interwebs this week. All right. I'm out of here. You guys. See you. Bye.